Okay, so here's a cheat code, and this is just for people that are more patient in the long run than those ones, excuse me, are looking for those hitters, home run hitters. So this works like this. We then have our major zones of the previous daily candle. We're just gonna keep them the way they are, looking at the 4 hour time frame, looking where price is, look at that. We know if price does get around above into this zone here, we will then start to look for those bullish trends. And for those that are then below the zone, we will then start to look for those sells to the downside. Okay. So looking at this is something different. Yeah, we can see we have covered minor zones and stuff like that, but this wick that we had on the daily time frame, you can see it covers a lot of wicks, right? Right about here. All right, it covers a lot of wicks, and you can see this one also plays a huge role right about there where there is wicks. As you can see, when price is coming into the zone, it then comes back, create that top wick, and continue, right? On here, we fail to continue to the downside and then pushed above here. And you can see what I hope you can see what I'm talking about. So we can anticipate price broke in. So we now could looking for that continuation to the downside. All right. So we can, but in order to understand is that this major zones can play a huge role for those long-term goals and rewards. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, just looking at it like that, we now see that price is now standing here, right in between. Yeah, we have a break above that, but remember what I said, the 4 hour candle is much more important than the 1 hour time frame. We don't have a break in there. So let's look at what we have in here. So looking at that, we already have our confirmation candle, right? We have our confirmation candle. What is that? A bearish engulf right there. So if we can look for a possible 50% retracement of that, okay, of that candle, a bearish engulf, top wicks, you sorted, you are at our bottom wick zone, you are sorted. So let me just make this more clear so we can see. Let's make it blue. So if we can just look at that and start to ask for ourselves, okay, price then broke into our major zone. We can see that we have a clear downtrend. This is a bearish engulf candle, which we are possibly looking for around 50% retracement, right? So somewhere around about here, 50% retracement, right? We want to hit those hitters, stop loss just above top wicks right about there. Okay, and then targets 1 to 3. I would recommend 1 to 2 with this one, but 1 to 3 is fair. Remember, we're gonna keep trailing and trailing and trailing. So the main thing for us is to just be patient and trust price to do what price does. It will not always work. We're not here for that self gratification that I need to hit take profits every day. All right, you're triggered in, and there you are. All right, so what I'm saying is that it can become simpler for you guys if you start to understand that our major zones are really major. They play a huge role. And this is the easiest way to do it if you are not that patient.